In this video, I will brag about my tea bar. But the truth is that I'm just talking about how cheap it is and how everything either came for free or like I just bought the cheapest thing possible that would do the job, and it had come out to be pretty nice. Then also I'm gonna talk about the first Mr. Mopar cake that I buy, and it's a 500 gram 2007 Haiwan all three remote mountain cake that is amazing. I'm on the very last legs of this. It was very dark in the beginning. Now it's like gold, but I'm also very agitated and weird. So this is my chaji, right? It's basically a repurposed bar. It's the tea bar, and it was there when we got the house. I didn't build it, but I put this thing there, and at the end, there's a little sink project back there that we're not gonna use. I'm using it as a storage and some sort of a table. But um, I basically got here the cheapest version of everything that I could find. And so, for example, this super cool tray that I made with a piece of tile, and a nice, rock-looking piece of tile. It was in the dumpster at the job site. So were these pieces of mahogany, and I just made a little frame for that tile and a couple of little, little coasters like this. I put them as feet. I made these coasters also with garbage. Um, these chairs right here are the cheapest thing you can get on Amazon. These are the cheapest guy ones you can find, porcelain on Amazon, that are cool and they're 200 ml. This is the cheapest, Timu kettle that you can find on Amazon, on Timu, and it works pretty good, and I really like the shape. Um, what else? That's a very cheap Timu shelf. Um, a lot of things are free. These two were gifts. The cups are really cheap as well, you know, and it's not that like I don't like nice things. I do, but I break stuff, and also I wanted to have a lot of stuff that works and set up a place where I have like constantly I can keep changing cups and whatever. 'Cause sometimes people come here, have friends over or whatever. I have like four people maximum, like me and three more, or like a couple more, or every weekend it's at least the three of us having tea, and I switch around cups when we're drinking different teas. Um, and so yeah, I decided that I didn't want to have a thing that I have to go get and put in the table, which we have something like that. We have a few. We have actually a few trays and things that have come from before. This is what my wife uses at the table. She was drinking Sheng Cake today. So you see, like this is usually what people have, and then they bring it. You may be wondering, what's that really dark tea you're drinking there? Well, I am drinking the 2007 Haiwan all three remote mountain. I don't remember how to say it in Chinese. The one that I chose from Mr. Mopar's sampler that he sent me. This is in the description. I mean, the link to the Discord is in the description. He doesn't always have the same stuff, but go to the Discord and join, and that's the invitation right there and you'll get in touch with people that really know what to source good tea, because you can get a lot of stuff online, man, and I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of counterfeit stuff, but here you're actually getting someone who's doing the job of like finding you the right stuff and the real stuff. So I'm gonna put the cake right here. You can see that is got the paper all kind of messed up, because it's old. and then inside, I mean, this is the other side actually. This is kind of how the wrapper looks like, and inside it has this sticker there that also says somewhere 2007. So we tried this before, and it's pretty good. So I decided this was gonna be my teaching cake, the cake that's gonna teach me. It's very good, man. It's like a H black tea kind of really like old book, old furniture, leathery, elegance of an old shank, right? And I don't know much about it, and this is why Mr. Mopar is the person that is helping me learn about shank. And I'm telling you, like people there are very helpful, answering questions and stuff, and you get to try things and know more about all of the huge universe of possibilities in which you may find what you like, because it's a personal thing. Like me, people may like these that are younger, or like that are dry, or some that are wet. Apparently I like wetter stuff, like wet storage stuff. So anyhow, um the the equipment here is not expensive, and I've put a lot in the description. I don't know if those links still work. If they don't work, let me know. This was also free. I gotta fix a little bit the finish there. Um, my point with this is, you know, you don't need expensive stuff to drink tea, man. I mean, you can have it, of course, if you want it, like just like clothes or whatever. But to be able to enjoy drinking good tea, I think the most important thing is good tea. You could be doing what I'm doing, this system of controlling temperature and time of steeping, ratio of leaves and water being more tea than water, with two mason jars and a third mason jar or whatever to put the thing. You just need to be able to stop the brewing. I mean, to stop the steeping. Man, this thing is good. I brought it a little closer so that you can see a little bit more what's going on. I here have like a weather station and an air quality monitor, some stuff. Um, I hang out here a lot. I come home after work, I have some tea, and just chill. So the main point that I was trying to say is that this was a bar that was meant to be serving alcohol, right? I mean, I don't know really 100%. I doubt it was like a coffee bar or like a breakfast nook. I think it was an actual bar, like that people would drink alcohol out of here. I have nothing against alcohol. I have nothing against anything really, like, but alcohol is something that ruins lives. This tea is so good, and it's gonna be such a good way for me to get my feet wet into the Sheng world, because it's this 2007 Haiwan Shang, I think it's called, or Shan Sheng, Old Tree Remote Mountain. You know, um, it's very similar to a heicha, and to me, like, I'm not saying that I'm dead on, but if I'm not saying shop war, I'm saying heicha, meaning like a liu bao, and I made the point to drink a liu bao, a 1990s liu bao this morning, not that one, but a different one I have, and it's very very similar. It really feels very similar. So that wet storage plus whatever else it did has a very similar um, very similar like character to it. But I made the comment this morning that after drinking that liu bao, that I felt that it was inadequate. That I needed something else. That it didn't have that soul in it or something. I don't know. It's and this is rich. In comparison, this part is rich. Um, 2007, 2008, as far as I understand, was the boom of puar production, where people were like, "Whoa!" Puar was going up in the fucking sky in price. People were like buying it as a commodity almost, and then it crashed. Um, there are different reasons for which that happened. That I know from just watching YouTube videos about that, and um, YouTube videos about um, couple of books, written by anthropologists and stuff that were studying the whole phenomena of puar. And puar was not like high end anything. It was like cheap ass, tea that they were grown Yunnan and exported and stuff or whatever. And not even people in Yunnan were drinking puar that much. But it somehow became this chic thing, in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then it had a boom in price, and it was super expensive and all that. But this is 2007, so it was pretty much right there. Um, of course, I'm not an expert on this, and you can like waterboard me in the comments if you want, saying that I'm wrong or whatever. But that's what I understand. I mean, and we'll do more research about it. So when I'm drinking pu'er tea, I'm always like, well, they've refined, their thing, and it's known around the world now, and it's thing. But I always want to remember that um, humble beginnings, of it, where was an affordable tea, and still is so good, and there's a reason why it became so popular, because I just want more and more of it, like compared to the Liu Bao that I had in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna have another one, man. I don't want to throw this away. Here it is. I don't want to throw it away. You could actually compare. They look kind of very similar. I'm gonna grab some of these in my hand and some of the 2007 Sheng and bring it to you with my dirty ass hands. Cut my nails at least today. Let's see. Can you see? Ooh. I'm making you dizzy. Looks very similar. But yeah, it wasn't like, juiced about it. So if there is any truth to this cha chi ki, that spirit of it, I definitely feel it. Like I'm all uh, high up in energy right now, and I am happy, drinking this tea, and I just want to keep having it. I want to keep brewing it. I want to keep having it. And the luau in the morning, I was like, all right, I guess it's kind of fun. It's kind of nice, but like I wasn't really like digging it, man. And they're very similar flavor profiles. Like I have to tell you, like it's not like they're so different, but there is, in that subtle difference, there is something very deep in this, like nice, and how it feels, how I really feel like tea is like this, right? So you have like an area that becomes tea aware in your body when you're drinking tea. If it's good tea, you really feel it. It's like you've kind of like merged with the tea. And if it's some cheap ass, like kind of like half-ass made tea or whatever, CDC on it, just you're just drinking something with tea flavor. You know what I mean? It is not the same to me. I may be tripping. I may be, having some psychosomatic, I think insane experience. But I need to listen to that, you know, to Prodigy more often. Great music. Such a such a pain when I heard that the dude like quit, call it quits. Yeah. So if you are a poor drinker, if you are a show poor drinker, I mean, like someone who's like me that got into all of this because of poor, and then you've explored around and all that, and then you're like, what the hell, Sheng? What's up with Sheng? You know, like, oh, and you try a couple of Shengs, and you're like, because you overbrew them or you just didn't know what the hell you're doing, like I did. You know, I have a Sheng actually from Blue Willow. I still have that half of the fucking cake. I totally hated it. I was like, I'm just gonna try again, and I, you know, I face planted every time. You know, it just didn't taste good or nothing. You know, I was just like, what's going on with this? But now, after 5 years, I've had that cake for a couple of years. It actually tastes really good if I do it right, and like I don't push the temperature that much. You know, like I actually have not been able to do it with boiling water and flash, steeps. Just calm down with the temperature. It is very good. It's like very citrusy. It's very nice. It's a Yongsheng, right? Um, but if you're like, what's up with Chang, and all that culture behind it, I would say going for wet storage, what's called, I guess, Taiwan storage, traditional storage tea that is at least more than 10 years old, and that if you can sample it, will be closer to what you're used to, you know. So then you start recording the subtle notes and subtle, character that is out there, and you start getting it. So for the next, a little bit out there, a little bit more different to what you are accustomed to drink, the next one is gonna be like, oh, I can totally relate to this one. So there is not such a gap, and it seems like, oh, why would you do that if it should be just like, right, easy. Well, it's an acquired taste, and it's good to explore, and that's why we get attracted to do these things, is because we have a learning process. And if there wasn't a learning process, if there wasn't a mystery, if there wasn't something to be learning, something to pursue, something difficult to achieve, we will not be attracted to it. We will just be, buying a fucking Bud Light and chugging it, 18 cans of them at one sitting. Like some people do that. It's gross. Um, but yeah, I have 500 grams of this bitch, to be Bing, to be drinking, and gonna stick to it at least halfway, just to it, and then I'm gonna adventure a little bit out to a different shank, and I'm gonna make my notes because I have a whole set of samplers, 1998, 85, 82. Doji Bansan 2021. I think that's a Yongi one. And 1989 Red Mark. Look at that. I'm gonna have to like, wash my mouth before I drink that one. Not say bad words for a whole week. 2010 Haiwan, 2006 Tea Horse Cake, 2010 Bulang. No, that's one before. Oh, but look, I have all these samplers here from. This is Mr. Mopar box. This is me. Oh, that was sorry about that. This is Mr. Mopar box. This box was given to me by my rest in peace grandma. So it's a special place, Mr. Mopar. You see there is your sampler stuff, which I have to say, I enjoy trying the samples with my son, and I really like that. He likes tea and he likes to sample Sheng with me and record the video. So that's a cool thing. Um, I'm going hard on it. I know it's boiling water, and I'm just cursing the thing. You see how it's got me like all jumpy and stuff. I'm gonna go put together some stuff now. I'm gonna like build a house out there. So um, another cool thing that's gonna happen soon is the snow is thawing, so it's gonna be a little muddy there. But my lawn is two acres, you know, so I have some fruit trees and stuff there. It's gonna look awesome. There's gonna be so many birds and stuff, including my chickens. So we'll be taking time outside. We'll be drinking tea outside, not so much in here um, in the bar. And I love this bar. I love this tea bar. But it's also very nice to be under a, you know, blossom tree on a very nice lawn, and you know, in the shade and in the sun. And it's just we'll do it outside. It's gonna be nice. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. That's how good this tea is. Um, and I definitely encourage you to sign up for Discord and you know get to know the people there. They're pretty cool. And yeah, just you know, if you want quality tea, don't go anywhere else. Mr. Mopar will find the one that is right for you.